afternoon, everyone. We have Rented Lips. Miss Beth Patterson there on the bumper music, our good friend, the lady responsible for all the lovely bass parts on that new album of mine. And yay, Beth. So we're doing an early Howl today because I'm taking my sweetie to the airport. She's going to Houston, and I was just about to ask.
Hello, did I hear my name?
You did.
I heard my name. Hello. I have to pack and read comments at the same time. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello, Roxanne and Charles.
Roxanne! I'm sure she never
Hi,
heard
Taylor. Hi, Steve. Craig. Hello. First. Nice job. The crawl space is in fact for crawling.
Hence the name.
Right.
I changed this top string, I think at least over a week ago now, maybe 2 weeks. I think I broke it last week, and it's still stretching out. Not unlike myself. So, if you have any comments, or please, I'll check the comments for requests. Thanks for joining me a little early. And here we go. Dodge, but then you know that it's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind, that I can't read it, but I read every word, and every word it says is dead. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mentioned it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. August 49, North Montana. The hottest day on record. The forest turned dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap upon your leg. It tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 of us dropped above the cold Missouri waters. Gauge the fire. I've seen bigger, so I ordered down the side hill and we'd fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have it licked by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fighting crowd jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slope instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri waters. Skies turned red, smoke was boiling. 200 yards to safety, that was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waste high grass, running out of time. I tried to tell them, step into this fire I've set. We can't make it, this is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me ran for the rocks above instead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. Like the phoenix, and that world reduced to ashes, there were none but two survived. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondering how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. I've had my say, I confess to nothing more. I will join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate that. Sounds good out there. I'm glad. And I think I saw... yeah, exactly. Thank you, Roxanne. Glad it sounds good out there. I think I saw a request for Sunny's Dream. Let me get warmed up a little bit before I go on to that one. So, let's see what if...
John Timaeus, hello. Paul Campbell, hello. Did Paul Campbell send you his street address?
He did.
Awesome.
He pointed out that he had sent it to me like two years ago in the stream,
okay.
or in the chat.
Well, just in case he's moved on, right? I could tell you I could walk there. I just don't know the mailing address. Oh, Craig's gonna go see James Keelahan at the Glenfarn Folk Club. That's awesome.
That's very awesome. Tell him hi for me.
Oh, yeah. He says DM your questions for James Keelahan to Craig and he'll ask them.
Very good.
Oh, did you see the yew tree?
I did not.
Okay.
Love of mine, someday you will die, and I'll be close behind.
Nice.
I'll follow you into the dark.
Let me sing when you get on a plane.
No binding light, the tunnels or gates so wide, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for a hint of a spark. If heaven and hell decide they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you to the dark. Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue while she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide that both are satisfied, illuminate the notes on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you to the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, it's nothing to cry about, but we'll hold each other soon. in the blackest of rooms. If heaven and hell decide they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. If heaven and hell decide they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you to the dark. And I'll follow you to the dark. And I'll follow you. You're welcome. One from my friend, Mr. Pat Byrne from the Immigrant Songs album. PatByrnemusic.com. Drink from the cool red river and tie back your hair. Jump up from behind the tall grass and give me a scare. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Coledman. Remember when we built that little tree house without hammers or nails? As soon as the heavens opened, the little tree house fell. Always on my mind, memories from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Coledman. But it took me a while, but now I can see the people around made a difference in me. You gave me life and you watched me grow. You taught me the things I needed to know. Now I'm sailing away to be free. The place where I'm from still is within me. I just needed some time to be by myself. Stop following dreams meant for somebody else. And this hard life starts to take its toll. Then I know the place where I wanna go. When I find the one to having to hold. And I'm settling now, and I wanna go to the hills of Coledman. through the hills of Caledmon. The hills of Caledmon. Thank you. I'll do one more here before I get to the requests here. This is a request from myself. A song I wrote music for. Deanna Smith Scotland wrote the lyrics. And it features Craig Scotland on vocals at the very, very beginning. Now the workday's done, the pub is loud tonight. Session in the corner, everybody getting tight. Smoke hangs in the air and empty line the bar. Barman can't be bothered, he's the one with the guitar. Got dancers and fiddlers and 6 kinds of drums, accountants and lawyers and a couple of bums. Another tune in, somebody shouts, give us a song. We strike a panel favorite, everybody sings along. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. They come here for the crack, another 8-hour day and they'll all be coming back. We don't need much, just a pint and a tune. Come on everybody, ring the rafters, rock the room. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Precious hours, there's joy to be found for a trip up the stairs and the price of a round. Precious hours, there's joy to be found for a trip up the stairs and the price of a round. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. Come in, sit down, tune up, sing out, let the wine and whiskey flow. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. We're gonna play till the break of day, gonna play every tune we know. There we go. All right, on with some requests. So we had a request for U Tree.
That's right, my Bonnie U Tree.
Not
about the Farthingale U.
No, was
A
it
different one.
a different one? Not the which one?
Farthingale U tree is the one that we went to when we were at the Berks of Aberfeldy and over by Lochte. And like 3,000 years old. Hey, I saw that you put medications for me.
Yes,
At
they're
what
all
point?
pulled
Except?
right now, except for special one because we're out. I think we maybe had one more. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's one in
I've
Sunday.
ordered.
There's one in Sunday, and if you want to fill up from Sunday on,
Okay.
and that's how that works.
This will get me at least home. They're ordered.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Sorry about that. I think we might have just lost the feed for a second there,
Uh-oh.
just because I had forgotten to
Move the mouse.
Move the
Hot
mouse.
corner. Hot corner.
hot corner. There we go.
Hot corner. And cue.
Hello, Bjorg. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Not the untagged songs. I want all songs. Playlist songs. Categories, all songs. The U Tree from the new album.
That's right.
Right here. By now, everybody except maybe my international people should have received your copy of this brand new album. It's available on Bandcamp, wololoco.bandcamp.com. It's also out there on streaming on Apple and Amazon and Spotify. So you should be able to hear it wherever you are. Yeah, so just remember. Glad you like that, Peter Richards. That's an original, that last one.
Thank you.
This is one by our friend Mr. Brian McNeil, who I've not sent a copy to.
Let's just send one to Craig. Craig the hand to him. Although he lives in England now.
Yeah. But this one, we were joined by the lovely Abby Palmer on harp, who did an amazing job. So, along with Beth Patterson on bass. I think that's the only people on it. Yeah, I think on this one it was just the three of us. So, a mile from Pencaitland on the road to the sea stands a yew tree 1,000 years old, and the old women swear by the gray of their hair that it knows what the future will hold. Well, the shadows of Scotland stand round it, midst the kale and the corn and the kye, all the hopes and the fears of 1,000 long years under the Lothian sky. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Did you look through the haze of the lang summer days to the south and the far English border? All the bonnets all steel on Flodden's far field, did they march by your side in good order? Did you ask them the price of their glory when they heard the great slaughter begin? For the dust of their bones would rise up frae the stones to bring tears to the eyes of the wind. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Did you think to tell when John Knox himself preached on your branches say black to the poor common folk who would lift up the yoke of the bishops and priests frae their backs? But you knew the bargain he sold them, and freedom was only one part. Oh, the price of their souls was a gospel sea gold. It would freeze up the joy in their hearts. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? Not once did you speak for the poor and the weak when the moss troopers laid in your shade to hide frae the thunder and count out the plunder and share all the spoils of the rain. But you knew the smiles of the gentry and the laughter of the lords at their games. For when the poor hunt the poor across a mountain and more, the rich man can keep them in chains. My bonny yew tree, tell me, what did you see? And I thought as I stood and laid hands on your wood that it might be a kindness to fail you. One kiss all the axe and you're freed frae the rats of the sad bloody tales that men tell you. But a wee bird flew out from your branches and sang out as never before. And the words of the song were 1,000 years long, and to learn them's a long 1,000 more. My bunny oak tree, tell me what did you see? My bunny oak tree, your tree, tell me what did you see? Okay, so I know we had a request for Sunny's Dream. What was the other one? See if I figured out what key to do this one in last time, because I was still hunting around for it. Sonny lives on a farm in a wide open space. You could take... Dang it. No, apparently not. Because that seemed too low. Sonny lives on a farm in a wide open space. Let's try the keyboard up. Sorry about that. I don't know why this song is giving me problems. Sonny lives on a farm, on a wide open space. You can take off your shoes and give up the race. You can lay down your head by a sweet riverbed, and Sonny always remembers what his mama said. Oh, Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. All these nights get so long, and the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired, and I'm not all that strong. Sonny carries a load, though he's barely a man. There ain't all that to do, still he does what he can. And he watches the sea from a room by the stairs, and the waves keep on rolling. They've done that for years and years. Oh, Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. All these nights get so long, the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired, and I'm not all that strong. Sonny's dreams can't be real, they're just stories he's read. They're just stars in his eyes, they're just dreams in his head. And he's hungry inside, oh, the wide world outside. And I know I can't hold him, though I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. Oh, Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never comes home. All these nights get so long, the silence goes on, and I'm feeling so tired, and I'm not all that strong. Oh, Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor who never came home. All these nights get so long, the things get so long, and I'm feeling so tired, and I'm not all that strong. Thank you. All right. Were there any other requests? How about the idiot song? Yes, the idiot song. We can do that. I assume you're referring to Stan Rogers, the idiot, and not to one of our fellow howlers as an idiot. I can only assume. But yeah, this is a Stan Rogers song, Uncle Stan. Another song about how changes over time in the economy and make changes on the community. This one about the, what? You gotta be flexible, that's right. Especially when there's a very small dog harassing you. Yeah, but this is dealing with the oil boom in Canada, in Alberta, in I think the 80s. There we go. I often take these night shift walks when the foreman's not around. I turn my back on the cooling stack and I make for open ground. Far out behind the tank farm fence where the gas flares make no sound. I forget the stink and I always think back to that eastern town. I remember back 6 years ago, this western life I chose. And every day the news would say some factories going to close. Well, I could have stayed to take the dough, but I'm not one of those. Take nothing free, and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. So I bid farewell to that eastern town I never more will see. But work I must, so I eat this dust and breathe refinery. Oh, I miss the green and the woods and streams, and I don't like cowboy clothes. But I like being free, and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. So come on, you fine young fellas who've been beaten to the ground. This western life's no paradise, but it's better than lying down. Oh, the streets aren't clean and there's nothing green, and the hills are dirty brown. But the government dole will rot your soul back there in your hometown. So bid farewell to the eastern town you never more will see. There's self-respect and a steady check in this refinery. You'll miss the green and the woods and streams, and the dust will fill your nose. But you'll be free and just like me, an idiot, I suppose. So bid farewell to an eastern town you never more will see. There's self-respect, a steady check in this refinery. You'll miss the green and the woods and streams, and the dust will fill your nose. But you'll be free and just like me, an idiot, I suppose. Ding ding, ding ding ding. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Thank you for noticing that, Paul Campbell. Thank you, Josh Weber. Good to see you, sir. Was there another... You have a request back there? Okay, we have a request from the Peanut Gallery over here. For some John Denver. It's interesting. So Christina's going out of town, so I filled up her meds. We have these weekly meds that we send out, and turmeric is one of the things we take at night. And it got on my fingers and turned my white paint pick orange. So it's okay.
The chicken tikka masala that I made stains the countertop orange.
Have Kathleen and Richard already headed back to Texas?
Yes, they're already on their way back.
So we had Kathleen and Richard in the house with us last week, which was very nice. And we're going to have some more guests over the course of the summer. But here's a request for my lovely bride. Watching from the Waconia Brewery. Awesome. I don't know why Waconia always makes me think of Muconium, but it does. I just...
You go to one birthing class.
You go to birthing class 2 times. Actually, the second time all I did was watch a video, I think. It's like, oh shit, that's coming up pretty quick. I better remember.
Scuba diving is when you watched a video.
Oh.
We don't have a video.
They're very similar.
No,
Scuba diving and giving birth.
Scheduled C-section, so no, I don't think you watched a video for the second one. You could have, but that sucks. Still can't put a diaper on straight.
All right. It says I'm in tune, so I'm going to go with that. Watching from Denmark. The soul guitar taught me to sing a love song, showed me how to laugh and how to cry. It introduced me to some friends of mine, brightened up some days, helped me make it through some lonely night. What a friend to have on a cold and lonely night. The soul guitar gave me my lovely lady, opened up her eyes and ears to me, brought us close together. Well, I guess it broke her heart. It opened up the space for us to be. What a lovely place, a lovely space to be. This old guitar gave me my life, my living, all the things you know I love to do. The serenade, the stars that shine from a sunny mountainside, most of all to sing my songs for you. I love to sing my songs for you. Yes, I do. You know I love to sing my songs for you.
Yes, hi, Adventure Doc. It is extremely early. I am flying to Houston tonight. Are you busy for lunch tomorrow? Tomorrow night is the Peter Calloway lecture dinner at Wheezy's table, but
Wheezy.
Dad's the Peter Calloway Department of Neurology at Baylor College of Medicine has a guest lecturer in the spring, and they have a dinner, and Dad's protege just stepped down as head of neurology, Eli Mizrahi. So we're Jamie and Julianne and I are showing up to meet the new head of neurology and neurophysiology. So.
I don't see any requests.
Welcome, Fred Inge.
Yep, we've got a lot of Danes and Scandinavians in here. Been watching a lot of Sandy Toksvig on QI lately.
That's right.
But I don't see any requests, so I'm going to do one that may or may not be a request. So here we go.
Did you say hi to Gun too? Hi, Gun.
When the weeping willow grants you a place to grieve your loss, when the fire crest and healer sees your bones shame. Did it again. Sorry, I didn't want it to stop.
So there are
streaming.
20 people. Okay, do you not have a hot corner?
I do have a hot corner, and I don't know why it was...
Hot pockets. Put it in the hot pocket. And what's weird is that I can see your mouse moving on the iPad that I have of yours.
Weird.
Here. It is very weird.
That is very weird. Maybe having the two devices close together makes a difference. I know. Anyway, this is a song by Beth Patterson off of...
Everybody go follow Beth Patterson music. She's amazing.
When the weeping willow grants you a place to grieve your loss, when the fire-crested healer sees your bones shame, and the lonely worms turn silent in a pot of introspection, then you'll find your voice to reclaim. For the weeping willow once lay choking with deadly blight, and the fire-crested healer once lay frozen in the snow. You too will overcome, though your journey will be hard, and you must take some fire when you go. Celebrate your anger, be baptized in your tears, for a wisdom lives within you, as only you can know. Prepare yourself for battle, and your flight into the storm, and you must take some fire when you go. When 1,000 fallen heroes turn against you in the dark, and your guardian angels here on earth turn a deaf ear toward your cries, when you perform great miracles so that no one seems to see, and your good intentions fall by the wayside, when the ice you tread is fragile in the endless winter night, and below its frozen surface are the memories within, the water will still haunt you till you give it some release, as a wound must bleed to cleanse itself again. Celebrate your anger and be baptized in your tears, for a wisdom lives within you, as only you can know. Prepare yourself for battle, your flight into the storm, you must take some fire when you go. Like the kindness of a stranger who sees you safely home, your fury will propel you to that freedom you desire. That spark that once eluded you now illuminates your smile. It comes when you take fire. When the need for instant comfort leads you to the poison stream, as it strips you of your armor and lances you with pain, when the mask you wear of silence bears a stoic web of scars, and there are secrets you no longer can contain, when a phantom terror drains you of the life you never knew, when your spirit of survival is exhausted to the core, when the sadness of unlearning lies behind your tired eyes, of one who's seen it all and then some more. Celebrate your anger and be baptized in your tears, for a wisdom lives within you, as only you can know. Prepare yourself for battle, your flight into the storm, and you must take some fire when you go. Like the kindness of a stranger who sees you safely home, your fury will propel you to that freedom you desire. That spark that once eluded you now illuminates your smile, and it comes when you take fire. Comes when you take fire. Comes when you take fire. you. Cool. Hello, Irene. How you doing? Welcome. Hello to Gunn. Sweet Afton. Yes, absolutely. Mr. Peter Richards has requested Sweet Afton. So there's a new one from the new album. I may have mentioned it. I have a new album. wololoco.bandcamp.com. There's also links on my website, Wololoco, right there, down there in the corner here. But this one features the musical talents of Mr. Kendall Rogers on piano, and Beth Patterson on bass, and Alex Stewart on whistles, I think, on this one, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, but this is a Robert Burns song, and I had the good fortune to go to the Berks of Aberfeldy last summer with my lovely bride, and got to hang out with Robert at the statue there at the Berks. And I don't remember I don't think one of the photos didn't end up in the packaging of the album. He said package. But I did have some pictures, and I think there's a video of me playing something there, I think. So. Blow gently, sweet Afton, among thy green graves. Blow gently, I'll sing thee a song in thy praise. My Mary's asleep by thy murmuring stream. So flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her dream. Resounds through the glen. Oh, you wild whistling blackbirds in yon thorny den. Hovering crested lapwing, lie screaming for bed. Oh, I charge you, disturb not my slumbering faith. Oh, how lofty, sweet Afton, thy neighboring hills, far marked with the courses of clear winding rill. There daily I wander as noon rises high. My flocks and my Mary, sweet caught in my eye. And green valleys below, where wild in the woodlands the primroses blow. There as mild evening sweeps over the lea, the sweet scented bird shades my Mary and me. Oh, like crystal stream Afton, how lovely it glides, and winds by the cot where my Mary resides. I want in thy waters her snowy feet lay. Whoa, as gathering sweet flowerets she stems thy clear way. among thy green braes. Flow gently, sweet river, the theme of my lays. My Mary's asleep by thy murmuring stream. So flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her dream. And Steve has requested City of Chicago and Dublin in the Rare Old Times from Derek. So we'll do them in that order. Dublin, and City. Well, I'll do that one.
Do you need a pencil or something?
Yes.
You can write it down?
If you don't mind. So here's Dublin in the Rare Old Times, which I learned from a cassette tape, Mrs. Bruce's Boys, but I believe was made popular by the Dubliners. Dublin Railroad Time, City of Chicago. You said Barn Estrada. You're welcome, Peter Richards. Always happy to oblige.
Also recruited Collier.
That's a deep cut.
Hey, at least I didn't say Rosin the Bow.
Yeah, that's an even deeper cut, yeah. Ring a ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the railroad time. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, and passing tales and glories that once were Dublin town. The hollowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was part of Dublin in the railroad times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as your place, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. My trade it was a cooper, lost redundancy, like my house that fell to progress, my trade to memory. Ring, ring, rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the railroad time. I courted Peggy Dinan, as pretty as you please, a rogue child of Mary from the rebel Liberty. I lost her to a student lad, her skin as black as coal, and he took her off to Birmingham. She took away my soul. Ring a ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the railroad time. The years have made me bitter, the drink has dimmed me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The Metropole and Pillar are gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of our town. declines. I remember Dublin City in the railroad times. Fare thee well, sweet Alife, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages that rise along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the railroad time. Ring, ring, rosy, as the light declines. I remember Dublin City in the railroad time. Ring, ring, rosy, as the light declines. I remember Dublin City in the railroad time.
Oh, I love that one. Beautiful. Thank you. So, City of Chicago.
Okay, can do.
I don't know. Somebody requested that, but I did not see who. But it's for you. All right.
In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly phase of hunger drove 1 million from the land, and they traveled out for pleasure. Their motive wasn't greed, it was a voyage of survival across the stormy sea to the city of Chicago. As the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Well, some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fame, most of them knew hardship, died upon the plain. But they spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad car, they brought their songs and stories to ease their aching hearts to the city of Chicago. As the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Oh, in the city of Chicago, and the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. There are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal, of the hills of Donegal. Boys of Barnashrada, I think was the next one.
Yeah, please. You don't mind.
And I do not mind. Thanks very much for being with me early on a Saturday. We're still cruising along at 2020.
Woohoo!
Always nice. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
it's lovely.
Did it again.
So that
I
was
don't know
first
why it
Steve.
does
Oh,
that.
fuzzy, fuzzy.
Did it go weird again?
Just like you got it just in
Yeah.
time. What the heck?
I
Your
don't
hot
know.
corner. Everybody, every 5 minutes or so, start yelling.
Move your mouse.
Move your mouse. Jiggle, jiggle.
No, we don't. Jiggling is not good at this time of life.
It's too late.
Thank you, Derek. Oh, the town, it climbs the mountains and looks upon the sea. At sleeping time, awaking, it's there I long to be, to walk again those kindly streets, the place where life began with the voice of Barney Schroeder, who hunted for the Rand.
Ren, where are you? So far, CJ's the only one who
With cudgels stout, they rolled about the hunt for the dreeling. We searched for birds in every purse, from letter to name. We danced for joy beneath the skyline, held no print, no plan. Well, the boys of Barney Schroeder went hunting for the wren. There's Wren. And when the hills were bleeding and the rifles were aflame, to the rebel homes of Carolina, Saxon strangers came, but the men who dared the Oxys and fought the black and tans were the boys of Barney Schroeder, who hunted for the wren. But now they toil on foreign soil, where they have made their way, deep in the heart of London town, or over on Broadway. And I am left to sing their deeds and praise them while I can. Oh, boys of Barney Schroeder, who hunted for the Rand. And here's a health to them tonight, wherever they may be, by the groves of Carrum River or the slopes of Billity, John Daly and Batande, the she-hens come and dine, and the voice of Barney Schroeder, who hunted for the Rand. And when the wheel of life runs out and peace comes over me, just take me back to that old town between the hills and sea. I'll take my rest in those green fields, a place where life began, with the boys, the barn, the straw, who hunted all around.
Nice. Thank you.
What was next?
I
Recruited Collier?
Recruited Collier, if you felt like it.
Sure.
Ordinary Man, Prince of Darkness.
No more of these Prince of Darkness.
I can't have bubbles. I'm the fucking Prince of Darkness. Do you remember that?
I totally do.
What are you talking bubbles? That was very early on. Thank you, Steve.
Well, what's the matter with you and lass? And where's your dashing Jimmy? Them soldier boys picked him up and taken him far from me. Last better he went into town, and them red-coated fellas enticed him in, made him drunk, and he'd better gone to the gallows. The very sight of his carcade, it sets us all crying. And me, I nearly fainted twice. I thought I was dying. My boss said he'd pay the smart, and he'd run for the golden guinea. But the sergeant swore he kissed the book, and now I've got young Jimmy. When Jimmy talks about the wars, it's worse than death to hear him. I must go out and hide my tears, because I cannot bear him. It's Brigadier, oh Grenadier, he says they're sure to make him. And now he jives and cracks his jokes and bids me not forsake him. As I walked o'er yon stubble field, the low well runs the scene. I think I'm Jimmy Hewin there, as if it was all a dream. You hear the fairy coals we burn, so while this fire I'm lighting, to think the lumps was in his hand, sets a heart a beating. So sorrow break my heart, my dearie, as I lie in this cold, cold bed of the single life I weary. Oh, break my heart, and then it's sorrow break my heart, my dearie, as I lie in this cold, cold bed of the single life I weary.
Lovely. So to everybody who has flown through Keflavik Airport on your way to probably the UK, I've seen Glasgow and Ireland mentioned. Wolf and I have done that, and as a matter of fact, on the way back from the 2023 Ireland tour, we did a 3 continents in 1 day live stream from the Dublin airport, Keflavik airport, and then the Denver airport. The Denver one was not very long and was very, very tired, but
Yeah.
it was fun. I think those are downloaded.
I did not download them yet.
Better get on that shit.
Christy Moore by request. An ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. Had to work for everything I own. I never asked for a lot, I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family in my home. And they say the times are hard, and they've handed me my cards. They say there's not the work to go around. But when the whistle blows, and the gates are finally closed, tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. They'll tear it down. But I never missed a day, nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served them the best I could. Now with a handshake and a check, it seems so easy to forget. Loyalty to the bad times and the good. And the owner says he's sad to see that things have got so bad. The captains of industry won't let him lose. But he still smokes a cigar, he drives a brand new car. Still he takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Well, now it seems to me such a cruel irony. He's richer now than he ever was before. And now my check is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one law for the rich, one law for the poor. And every day I try to salvage something of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone here today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife trying to make the best of life. God knows what the kids are gonna do. And now we are faced with this human waste. Another generation cast aside. For as long as I live, I never will forgive. You stripped me of my dignity and my pride. You stripped me bare. No work today. No work today. No work today.
Woo! Love that. Thank you.
I'm gonna do a request for me.
A request for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I saw it and I felt like doing it. So
Okay.
I requested it.
Excellent.
I am twiddling my mouse.
Peter Richards says that has to be a record, and unlike Phil Collins, we didn't need the Concorde
That's
to do
true.
it.
No, all I needed was my phone and
A phone,
my,
Wi-Fi, and your guitar. Well, actually, I think you played bouzouki because it
yeah,
was
I think it was my my uke, my ukulele.
Yeah, I think. Well, we'd have to look.
My ear is going a little sharp. Come on, you nerds. Now let the song begin. Let us sing together of sun, stars, moon, and mist, rain and cloudy weather. Light on the budding leaf, dew on the feather, wind on the open hill, bells on the heather. Oh, slender as a willow wand, clearer than clear water. Oh, reed by the living pool, fair river daughter. Oh, springtime and summertime, spring again after. Oh, head on the waterfall and the leaves and laughter. Old Tom Bombadil is a merry fellow. Bright blue his jacket is, and his boots are yellow. Reeds by the shady pool, lilies on the water. Old Tom Bombadil and the river daughter. Oh, slender as a willow wand, oh, clearer than clear water. Oh, reed by the living pool, fair river daughter. Oh, springtime and summertime, spring again after. Oh, and on the waterfall and the leaves laughter. Oh, slender as a willow wand, clearer than clear water. Oh, reed by the living pool, fair river daughter. Oh, springtime and summertime, spring again after. Oh, wind on the waterfall and the leaves laughter. Old Tom Bombadil is a merry fellow. All right, nerds. Hope you enjoyed that.
I love that. Thank you very much.
What was the last one down there?
Prince of
Prince of
Darkness.
Darkness.
Yep.
Not the fucking bubbles.
Yeah. And then what else? Maybe a little more John Denver.
Okay.
Maybe Sutter's Mill.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
I ain't gonna remember it. There's another Brian McNeil song for our good friend
Brian McNeil. Oh, wait.
Bill Danger Scotland.
That's right, Bill Danger Scotland.
I was born in the village of Kirkensee, and my father was an elder of the kirk. And on the day I turned 13, he looked me in the eye, and he told me it was time I was in work. For employment was a way to beat the devil, and I must challenge him wherever he was found. But if I wanted decent pay, there were 5 different ways: north, south, east, west, or down. I used to battle with the Prince of Darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I should. But they never had to teach me how to dream. Oh, the first time I went under, I was shaking. I was just a laddie frightened of the dark. But with a cutter in my hand, I soon became a man. I was surely never frightened of the work. I learned to listen for the creaking of the timbers, to watch the air room candle flame. And on every sweated turn I knew how many risks were run, and the danger was a miner's middle name. I used to battle with the prince of darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. I was down in Newton Grange and Kirkcaldy, sweating blood for 7 bob a week. And in the shuttle and the cage, I learned the spirit of the age from men who never turned the other cheek. And when my father asked if I was still for Jesus, was he my help and my savior doing mine? I said I'd bow my head in prayer if I'd turned and found him there at my shoulder at the Union picket line. I used to battle with the prince of darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. Now I work in a mining museum. I show the tourists what my job used to be. When they ask about my clan, I tell them I'm a working man, and the union is clan enough for me. Join the union, it gave me brothers, Ray the Red and Tay the Ronda, and comrades free the Rockies, Tay the Ran. For there's no color, creed, no race when you're sweating at face with a pick or a shovel in your hand. I used to battle with the prince of darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream. And now we've a government in London, and the new Labour Party's won the day. And they come back to find their roots in their sharp Italian suits. When the cameras are gone, so are they. And they whisper that socialism's dying. You can't sell it at the supermarket till. While there's 50 lads like me, we'll make bloody sure they see that ideas are the hardest things to kill. I used to battle with the prince of darkness. I used to steal away his heart through a 4-foot seam. When they asked if I was poor, I'd tell them I sure. But they never had to teach me how to dream.
Woo. Lovely. Thank you.
Wiggling my mouse.
Wiggle, wiggle. When you do that, careful, because you're literally moving your mouse around. I don't like this whole connected
Yeah.
thing.
Well, it's the same thing. Like my phone doesn't, like when I get a text from you, most of the time it doesn't like ring. It like might buzz on my watch, but it's like.
Well, I think you need to check your settings, kind sir.
I need people for that.
Yeah.
What else?
Sutter's Mill.
Sutter's Mill. From Sheep's Clothing, right? No, Sutter's Mill was on Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
So, Sutter's Mill. It's here somewhere. Sutter's Mill. There we go. Tune. Yes, have to tune on occasion, Roxanne. Probably more frequently than I need to, but... in the spring of 47, so the story it is told. Old John Sutter went to the millside, found a piece of shining gold. Well, he took it to the city where the word like wildfire spread. Old John Sutter soon came to wish he'd left that stone on the riverbed. For they came like swarms of locusts,
Not herds.
every woman, child and man, in their lumbering Conestogas, they left their track upon the land. Well, some would fail, some would prosper, some would die, some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's mill. Well, they came from New York City, and they came from Alabama, with their dreams, finding fortunes, win this wide, unsettled land. Well, some fell prey to hostile arrows. Are there any other kind? They tried to cross the plains. Some were lost in the Rocky Mountains with their hands close to the reins. Some would fail, some would prosper, some would die, some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's mill. Some pushed on California, others stopped to take their rest. By the spring of 1860, they had opened up the West. And now the railroad came behind them, and the land was plowed and paved. When old John Sutter went to meet his maker, he'd not one penny to his name. Well, some would fail and some would prosper, some would die and some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's mill. Well, some would fail, some would prosper, some would die, some would kill, some would thank the Lord for their deliverance, some would curse John Sutter's mill, some would curse John Sutter's mill. Some men's dreams go unfulfilled.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There was a song I was going to ask for. Red Winged Blackbird,
Sure.
please.
A newish song for me. Speaking of James Keelahan, well, an
Yes.
hour and a half ago. Speaking of James Keelahan,
The 1913 massacre, is that the Ludlow massacre?
I think so.
And no, he does not know that one yet.
I know of it.
Right.
I think I might have it in the book, but I've never actually learned the song. It's a Woody Guthrie song about the Ludlow massacre.
So the one after this is Deportees.
Okay. Can do. see on the rushes, makes his home on the river wide. Every time I hear him singing, makes me feel like spring inside. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be in there singing his heart out. He'll be telling stories too of where he went to winter last year and how he's going back there too. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road.
I love that one. James Keelahan, which makes me
Deportees?
think of Fires of Calais.
Yeah, you want Deportees first, or you want a Keelahan rock block?
That is up to you. We could do both, just
Okay,
not at
let's
once.
do Fires of Calais.
Okay.
Since we're on that one.
James Keelahan.
Noted Canadian. He's very open about it.
Right. He's fantastic. He wrote Cold Missouri Waters, which
Yep.
you've heard Wolf do many times. He wrote Red Winged Blackbird. He wrote this song, Fires of Calais, about the Dunkirk rescue. And many, many more. Kiri's Piano, which is very good. What was the Red River Run? Or something like there's
Yeah,
one
Red
that
River
Wolf-
Rising.
Red River Rising. That's on Wolf's list to learn. Highly recommend. Go seek him out. Also, Dave Gunning, another noted Canadian, right? Dave Gunning's Canadian, right?
Yes.
All right, sorry. Proceed.
The fishing boats roll out across the dark green channel water. They gather speed for flounder, they cut their nets away. It's not herring they'll be pulling from the waters on this morning. They'll reap the bitter harvest of the fires of Calais. France, I saw the amber-soaked horizon. In our lee, the cliffs of Dover lie beneath the channel waves, where waters used to sing a song to soothe the hearts of fishers. Now we hear the rolling thunder from the fires of Calais. As we pull in tight shore, this armada bent on rescue. I could curse the men behind the desk who sell our lives this way. I never signed aboard to save them from this bloody lack of planning that strands these fine young men beneath the fires of Calais. On the beach, allied confusion, will they stand or are they running? If it's run, where will they go to between the sea and the melee? On the flanks, the troops advancing, and with heavy guns they're firing. Not a mother's son could save them from the fires of Calais. I've fished these channel waters since I was man enough to face them. For the herring and the flounder I have often hauled away, but a catch like this I've never had in 40 years of sailing. Saving Tommies as they flounder beneath the fires of Calais. The fishing boats roll out across the dark green channel waters. They gather speed for Flanders, they cut their nets away. It's not herring they'll be pulling from the waters on this morning, but they'll reap the bitter harvest from the fires of Calais. They'll reap the bitter harvest from the fires of Calais. deportees?
Well, I had requested 39 earlier because I've been texting and making lunch plans with Allison.
Okay. 39. It is. Same capo. Nice.
Awesome. And Jamie's coming too.
Yay. Howlers in meat space.
That's right.
And hear the volunteers in the days when lands were few. Hear the ship sailed out into the blue and sunny morning, the sweetest sight ever seen. And the night followed day, and the storytellers say that the score brave souls inside, for many lonely days, sailed across the Milky Sea. Never looked back, never feared, never cried. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? Hide your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren knew. In the year of 39 came a shipping from the blue. Volunteers came home that day, and they bring good news of a world so newly born, though their hearts so heavily weigh. For the earth is old and gray, little darling will away. But my son, this cannot be, for so many years have gone, though I'm older but a year. Your mother's eyes from your eyes cry to me. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? Write your letters in the sand for the day I take your hand in the land that our grandchildren know. Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? Don't you hear me calling you? All your letters in the sand cannot heal me like your hand. For my life still ahead, pity me. All right, I think we got a couple more.
Yeah,
In us?
we always have more. So let's do deportees, and then what's the compassion for a criminal? What is it called?
Oh, have mercy for a criminal?
Have mercy for a criminal.
Have mercy on a criminal.
Back home in
do it?
Derry. Do you know that one?
Nope.
How about From Clare to Here?
I can do Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which is the same melody.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. He actually apparently got in touch with
Who he?
whoever wrote the song. It might have been Christy Moore. It might have been one of the Dubliners. I don't know.
Okay.
About using the melody to use for that song.
Oh, neat. Oh.
At least that's what I understand. That may be completely apocryphal. That's my fantasy of it. Okay. The crops are all in, and the peaches are rotting. The oranges are piled in their creosote dumps. They're flying on back to the Mexican border to pay all their money and wade back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters, they worked in your orchards. They rode the big trucks till they laid down and died. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Well, some of us are illegal, some are not wanted. Our work contract's out, we have to move on. It's 600 miles to that Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. We died in your hills, we died in your deserts, we died in your valleys, we died on your plains. We died neath your trees, we died in your bushes, both sides of the river, we died on the sea. Goodbye, my one, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. Fireball of lightning that shook all our hills. Who are all these friends, all scattered like dry leaves? The radio said they're just deportees. Is this the best way we can grow our big orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruit? Fall like dry leaves to rot on the topsoil.
Uh-oh. You're back.
To fall like dry leaves to rot on the topsoil. And be called by no name except deportee. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. And all they will call you will be deportees. Shake your own mouse, Derek Darcy.
Naughty.
Well, the weird thing is, I come back to it, and it's like the mouse is nowhere to be seen.
It's over here. That's why
That's
it's treating
weird.
it like
it's treating it like a separate screen.
It's treating it like an extended display.
What was the other one? What was the last one?
Mariano.
You want me to do that one?
Yes.
Okay. And Mercy on the Criminal.
Mercy on the Criminal, but Mariano first while we're on
Off of
immigration.
Immigrant Songs. Here we go.
You could also do American Wake or some of the other ones off of there. I got tickets to go see Robert O'Keefe, who wrote this song. He's coming to Loveland, Colorado.
The man outside, he works for me. His name is Mariano. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. That's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this room. fix his meals and I talk to him in my old broken Spanish. He points at things and he tells me names of things I can't recall. Sometimes I just can't help but wonder who this man is, and if when he is gone will he remember me at all. I watch him close, he works just like a piston in an engine. He only stops to take a drink and smoke a cigarette. When the day is ended, I look outside my window. There on the horizon, Mariano's silhouette. He sits upon a stone in the southeasterly direction. In my heart, I know that he is thinking of his home. I've never been so to say I'm into intuition. I swear I see the faces of the ones he calls his own. Their skin is brown as potter's clay, their eyes void of expression. Their hair is black as widow's dreams, their dreams are all but gone. They're ancient as the vision of a sacrificial virgin, innocent as a crying from a baby being born. They hover around the dying flame and they pray for his protection. Their prayers are all but answered by his letters in the mail. He sends them colored figures that he cuts from strips of paper, and all his weekly wages saving nothing for himself. It's been a while since I have seen the face of Mariano. The border guards, they came one day, took him far away. I hope that he is safe down there at home in Guanajuato. I worry though I read there's revolution every day. The man outside, he works for me. His name is Mariano. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. It's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this room.
Awesome.
Was there one more?
Did you jiggle, jiggle mouse?
Oh, jiggle my mouse.
Yeah.
Jiggle, mouse jiggle, mouse jiggle. All right, so a little Elton John to close out with maybe.
Okay. Well, if you're going to close out, let's do Sing It Louder. Let's do Dave Gunning, or let's do Legacy. Let's do
Legacy?
Song.
Okay, we'll do Legacy.
Written by the late, always great, amazing, my friend. She could be your friend, but she was mine first. Deanna Smith Scotland and Wolf Loescher in before 9/11, really. Early January. I don't know when the lyrics came in January.
No, they came earlier, but I had the assignment was due the next day, and I wrote them at the beach house in
did you?
In
Over
Bolivar.
New Year's. Yeah.
With a crayon.
Over Y2K. No.
No. 01.
01. So this is a song that really says all of it. Also, I fucking miss Deanna a lot. My heart hurts. Craig, I don't know how you do it every day. I love you, buddy.
We come from every corner, we speak in every tongue, brought here by a vision of what is soon to come. No longer will we stand for hatred, bigotry, and fear. The call of peace and justice is what has brought us here. The world that we've been given is not so large a place that we can stand divided by philosophy or race. When truth and duty dwell in every human heart, united we are more than we could ever be apart. United we are more than we could ever be apart. For we are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search for more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. And the wise ones who led us to this place, we call on every one of us to be love's human face, to rise up from the shadows, to turn and face the sun, to carry on the work that was so long ago begun. Each man must look inside himself, each woman make her choice, to stand against injustice, to raise a common voice, to cast aside the petty fears that chain us to the past, to give our children's children a legacy that will last, to give our children's children a legacy and last. For we are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. We are carved from the ancient souls of those that came before. We take what we've been given and set out in search of more. Much less than we could be, much more than we had planned. Yeah. Love is all encompassing and the circle must expand. Thanks for being a part of our expanding circle. I am Wolf Loescher. Behind the camera, we have the lovely Christina Kellaway Loescher. And I'm about to take her to the airport. And we'll be here again next Saturday, usual time, which is early. Not early. 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time, and then whatever it is in your particular sphere of reality. Thank you again for being here, for singing along loudly. We're still at 20 right here as we finish. So thank you so much for supporting me. Like, follow, and share. It's absolutely free. Tell your friends about me. You can go stream my music on all the major platforms. You can even purchase my music were you so inclined. And I'd love to see you again here next week. Bring a friend. Bring two. Okay?
All right.
So thank you again for being here. We're going to wrap up with some lovely Beth Patterson.
All right.
From Hybrid Vigor. I don't know where my mouse is. Where's
it's
my
over
mouse?
Here.
Okay. And we need to... I don't like that.
I know.
So we're going to play track 3, I think, from Hybrid Vigor now.
Which is?
Can't read unless I put on my glasses.
No, just play it. Good night, everybody. Be safe.
Track 3 is Tumbling in Mambolkas.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Beth Patterson.
Love you. Love you all. Be careful. Be safe. See you soon.